So now I would say her skin is looking pretty much good and done. Let's just do some easy eyes. Wedding makeup in the eyes, we tend to go too heavy or too light.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You don't want to go so heavy where, unless you're doing a smoky eye, which is very popular in weddings now. You want to really not go too deep or too pink. Now, this is eye paint by MAC. I love it. This is going to make your eyeshadow stay on all day, and it makes it waterproof. You can actually jump in a pool, go in the water, come out, and your eyeshadow still be on.
So ladies, if you just have those tears that
yes,
start falling off,
exactly,
this
exactly.
might be a product for you.
So this one is just called Bare Canvas, and you'll see when I put it on, it's really just gonna like just make a bare canvas on the eye. You know that you won't have to do much.
And this is the prep for
yes, the prep for the eye. Okay, close for me. So this is gonna match her skin actually kind of perfectly.
So those come in different color tones?
Yeah, they come in all color tones. They come in purples, they come in blacks, everything, whatever you're doing with the eye.
Now, speaking of weddings, what would you suggest in regards to like eyebrows?
Eyebrows? Oh, our lovely model has great eyebrows today. I love a natural brow. I think a trend that we are seeing fade away is the big block brows. I think those are going to start fading out sooner than later because it just doesn't look just natural.
Right.
I always say the trick, they're sisters, not twins. So each eyebrow shouldn't look exactly the same, because if you look at someone with like perfect eyebrows, they look kind of odd a little bit. It always looks very unnatural. So this is going to be a nice neutral lid. Some women actually just love this color. They're just like, oh, okay. And with this, you can actually just put that on and go. It just kind of clears up all the dark circles or veins or anything you have in your eyes. Just kind of go.
We want to make it easy for you guys at home, not buying too much product.
Yes, exactly. Right back to my bronzer. Just using, this is like a 217 brush from MAC. You only want the makeup on the tip of the brush. Don't dig it in there, just on the tip. So this is, you want to go just do the whole crease. This is going to create a nice contour for your eye without using black or green or anything like that. Because a lot of times I feel like we want to put, I think women think we should put black in the crease to get a nice crease. Your dark browns and your bronzers and everything is going to make it. But when you just do, you see how pretty that is? I only did bronzer.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So again, I'm going to go in that crease. And you always want to start on the outside to go in, because where you set the brush, that's where you're going to get the most product at. So a lot of people, when they do a crease, they want to start in here and blend out. You want to go from the corner to the inside, because you want that crease to be heavy here and then fade into the brow bridge. Again.
And again, circular motions.
A little bit more. Again, lighter, and then make it heavier. Again, boom, there she is. Nice crease, really nice natural, but you're still seeing the crease of her eye.
And it really popped her eye
Yes,
as well.
exactly, because you did that bare canvas in there, you made a smooth canvas, so you don't have to go in with this darkness or anything like that. Now from here, you can add really any color you want to the lid. Pink, purple, blue, green, whatever you want to do. You've already created your base because you want to create that great eye spacing. So now she has the 1, 2, 3. So right now she could just do any color you want.
I mean, I think she looks perfect.
Yeah.
Like this. Again, we're going for that bare, the natural,
Yep.
something that's basic for those lovely ladies that just want to be beautiful.
So again, when you get that crease, now I just want to blend it out. And you already put it in there. I just keep on blending it. No big deal. And you want to take it all the way in into the bridge of the nose. Not the bridge, but the shaft of the nose. Because you want to meld it in with that contour, that bronzer you put down the nose.
Okay.
So you get a nice, complete face. Now, any color you want on the lid, like I said. I'm going to do, since we're doing nice and natural, we'll do a nice, soft, nude gold color on her lid. And again, tap the excess out. Just going to go through, just going to pat.
And you're starting on the inside of the lid.
Yes,
okay.
Inside of the lid and go out.
So it's reversed. So
yes.
When it's in the crease, you start on the outside, and then when it's on the top of the lid, then it's on the inside.
Yes.
Because again, ladies, remember that original brush stroke is going to have the most
makeup.
Products
Yes.
or makeup.
Yep. Because I started out here. If I put both starting out here, you get a big clunky look. So a lot of women like, oh, I can never get the blend because you started both places right there and you can't blend it out because it's just layer on top of layer of makeup.
Right.
So when you start inside and you go to the out, it starts to blend out a little bit.
Now, I know some ladies that actually do, you know, take a color and put it right in the creases of the eye.
You mean yes, you can do that. Now, when you start going with colors in the creases, make sure you know your color wheel, color theory. If you don't, I would stay with your browns and your pinks in the crease, because when you're thinking of the crease, I like to think of natural skin tones and contouring. So I'm going to do browns and pinks so I get that nice natural contour look.
Right.
Now, if you're going something more stylish, I would say do your brown in your crease. And when you do that crease color, be very careful. You want to do a color that's a complementary color. You don't just want to put purple in there, because if you do purple and brown, it's just going to be black.
Right.
You know? So I placed that on the lid. Again, going to go back, use that fluffy brush, same one, and just blend it together. And you see, I didn't do a whole bunch of colors on that lid, but it still looked like you spent a lot of time on your eye.
Exactly.
You know?
And you know, you want your husband to look in your eye.
Right.
You know, once you're at the end of the aisle and say, "I do."
Right, exactly. So now, just going to do the brow bone. This is my favorite thing. So she has great brows. Usually I would start brows first, but if you just had your brows done, you don't need to go through and do the brow and do all that stuff. But she has beautiful brows. And again, we're doing that nice natural look. I'll fill it in a little bit with just some powder, but she has beautiful, beautiful brows.
So speaking of brows, what do you think? Plucking or the threading?
I like threading. I like that smooth, clean look, but I would say tweezing is the best.
Okay.
But and I always say go to a brow professional.
Right.
Because you never want to, once you mess up your brows, it's so hard to get them to come back.
Okay.
So again, I'm going to tap out. I'm doing a nice vanilla. I don't like doing disco ball white underneath the brow bone. I've never been a fan of it. I think it looks too unnatural. So I'm using a vanilla, matte vanilla actually underneath her brow bone.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's just gonna make the brow pop.
Just going to make it pop just a little bit. I'm just going to take it all the way down to here. See how pretty that looks? Nice and natural.
It just kind of pops that physical brown out. Wow.
Ladies, these tricks are absolutely amazing. So make sure you're trying them at home, trying different techniques. And again, I think the one that I've learned the best out of this would be the moisture. You want to make sure that you look dewy, that you look fresh. And we've shown you a few ways of actually pressing in that moisture into your face.
So again, she gets a nice, nice, natural look to her. Now I want to take that same vanilla. I want to also pop it in right into the tear ducts. This is going to create a little bit more openness without being that shimmer, because sometimes that shimmer can almost make you look cross-eyed a little bit. If you see someone, they have lots of shimmer, it concentrates all the light right here, so then it can really distort your face, especially on your wedding day. Just going to do a nice circle, just like that.
Lovely.
So when you do, I like to also, another little trick, I like to mix my textures. So I'll use a shimmer and I'll use a matte. So a lot of times if you shimmer the whole eye, great for stage, not necessarily for face-to-face, especially or in weddings. You want to do that shimmer and that matte. It gives nice texture to the eye and creates nice smooth contours also. See, I only use, what, 3 products on her eye? Yeah, 3 products on her eye. But it looks like we spent a lot of time on that.
And a lot of money, but
right?
we're saving the money.
We're saving the money today.
So then that way you can keep shopping at My Wedding TV.
Exactly, exactly. Now, the biggest question is, people always ask about eyeliner. Should I smoke out the eye? Should I go in the tear duct for a wedding day? If you're gonna cry, do a natural smoke liner. Don't do the black. You don't need it, especially if you have a daytime wedding. Do day makeup, don't do night makeup.
Right.
And if you really want to concern about the night makeup, pop some liner on. Take 2 seconds away from your wedding day. A lot of times when you do pictures and stuff, you step away, put some liner on for the wedding party.
There you go.
It's a really quick transition. And if you're a crier, you're not going to have to reapply your makeup. And a lot of women say, oh, I don't cry. Then that day comes, everyone's looking at you, you're on
so
stage.
emotional.
Right, you're on stage that day.
Exactly.
You know? And a lot of brides aren't used to having all this attention to them, but all that attention just makes you so emotional and you're feeling the love, you know?
Which is amazing.
Yes.
I mean, it's your special day, so
Exactly.
this is your time.
So I do like a liquid liner look, but I don't necessarily use liquid liner because I think it's a very tricky thing. So I like to use a gel liner, like a fluid line. Every makeup line has them, from MAC to Inglot to L'Oreal over the counter. A gel line is so good, so good, and it's waterproof. It's not going to run. So I'll just take my straight edge angle brush, Just do a little dip in there. So when you do that, you're going to get all this gunk on your brush, right?
Right.
You want to clean it off.
Because again, it's gel.
Right, it's gel. You want to clean it off. So I'm just going to go in the lash line. That's it. And I'm not lining the whole eye. I'm just going just where her lashes are and then wing it out just a little bit.
Because again, we want that natural
Yes. Yes. Nice natural look. Again, close for me. So I just want to go in the lash line, just where the lashes are.
And it literally just pops out just the lash, and it doesn't really accentuate the wingtip that a lot of women try to do for the wedding day.
Open for me. There we go. Just automatically pops out her eye, just a little bit. So yes, Tom Ford eye palette. This is one of my favorite eye palettes. I'm not a huge fan of luxury makeup, but when you have to get credit when credit is due. This is one of the prettiest, shimmeriest, smoothest makeup applications of eyeshadow that you'll get. I just love it. The colors are great. The compact is really stylish and cool. I just love it. So I just took a little bit of a deep brown. I want to go underneath her eye. I don't necessarily want to do black because, again, it's just this nice natural look, but I do want to smoke it out a little bit. You always want to define the underneath of your eye, whether you do a vanilla or a really light brown. You want to complete that story. You don't want to leave your eye just dropped from down. Right, you always want to do something. And I'm really just getting the corner of the eye. I want to go to where her pupil is and stop. Then you're going to like blend the rest in. You only want to go to where the middle of your eye is and blend the rest in. Otherwise, you're getting a whole liner thing. We're doing nice and natural. So again, look out.
And again, this is just light, easy. You know, you don't want to go too heavy. You know, he mentioned earlier not putting too much product on the brush. And again, remembering to put it just on the tip. You don't want to dab the whole brush in there because then you're going to get too much makeup and you're not going to know what to do with it.
Right, exactly. So now wipe the excess off my brush and I just want to blend it to the inside a little bit. There we go. And she has nice, beautiful eyes, so this kind of makes her eyes even pop a little bit more. So again, just taking a little brush now, just a blending brush. Just want to blend that in there. And it's okay if it gets smoky.
Lovely.
See that?
Absolutely amazing. Ladies, we're giving you so many good tips today. So I hope you guys are really taking this to heart and gonna go home and do your own practice rehearsals in the mirror.